Hi, I'm Paula Renova, founder of Renova Enterprises and creator of the Cardinal Method of Life Connection. And today I want to start sharing with you some of the preliminary results of my 3-year research with crystals, energy, and consciousness. So the first thing is that energy is so much more complex than the material world. So physicality is not as sophisticated as energy, and consciousness is even more complex, even more sophisticated. So in this book, The Cardinal Method of Life Connection, I talk about the levels of consciousness, and not all consciousness is self-aware, but it permeates everything, and it's not enough to understand and study only the material world or just the practical actions. There is something behind anything material and anything practical, and that's energy and consciousness. So that's the first thing I want to share with you. The second thing is that crystals are information transmitters, and they connect us to the truth. So this is not just a technical information, they're information transmitters, but it's also a soul wisdom that Native Americans bring to us and that I've been testing for a very long time. And the Cardinal Method aligns with this. Crystals bring the truth, and if we are not ready to deal with the truth, it will come in a very delicate way until we are ready to face it. So it's a delicate process, but if you really want to connect to the truth of your being and the truth of life and the truth of who you are and the truth of your path, it's a really benign energy that will never harm you and that will come in proportion to your emotional strength. So we're not ready to deal with the whole truth right now. It will come in layers until we're ready to deal with it. So that's another thing that I wanted to share with you from my research. And the third thing is that Cardinal Method crystals come from a place in which we want to develop objective thinking. That's why I so vehemently advocate our brain power to be enhanced. And I talk about this in the book, Your Cardinal Connections. We want to develop objective thinking to see the truth with serenity, instead of amplifying our relationship with crystals or even attributing mystical or superstitious thought to this. Superstitious thinking is the opposite of crystal energy in its core essence from a Cardinal Method perspective. So they bring the truth in an objective way, and they are the opposite of superstitious thinking. And this is something that I may be on a quest for, to tell people to open their minds to energy and consciousness and crystals as tools to help us connect with our soul and heal the soul and expand our consciousness, and not to dismiss it as superstitious, mystical, fairy-like realm worlds that people tend to do. So some people, not all, of course. So both those who don't connect and don't resonate with crystals tend to dismiss it as just superstition. And even those who love them may be amplifying their magical, mystical energy, which is not the Cardinal Method at all. We're here to connect to the truth objectively, to learn how to connect to our hearts and love and joy in a simple way, because life is simple and wonderful. It is, of course, complex, but not complicated. And what we want to do with these stones is really to eliminate bit by bit, or maybe very fast, illusions and distortions. So this is what I wanted to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be making other videos about the results of my research and talking a little bit more about some of the things that I've discovered and learned. And I'm very grateful for all of you who've been watching and supporting and giving me feedback. It's great to see that this really works with other people other than myself, which was the case for many years. And I now see it expanding, and it's just a wonderful feeling. Thank you for being part of this, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.